They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Hey, right here.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. From outside, off the mark. And here's Boston. Pass to Hero. Back to Ball. Makes it off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Inside. It's stolen by Adebayo. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, if he gets near the cup, Jason Tatum will leave, no doubt. Woo-hoo!
And bam, Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Now here's McCollum. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And here is Ball. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. Hero, no good. For the Trailblazers, it's been a slow start here. Searching for their first points of the game. Shoots the three. Traps in the tray.
Al Horford's shot is just so pretty. Doesn't get a ton of lift, but boy, is he accurate.
Pass the ball. Tatum, that's for 2. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Now McCollum. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul. Boston on D. Horford high post. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Here's Hero. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Ball with the bucket.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Jackson. 6 to shoot. That shot no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Now here's Thompson. And here's McCollum. He's covered by Ball. Back to Thompson. And here is Horford. Over Jackson. Horford no luck. Celtics leading by 5. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's foul number 2 for him. Ball with it. On the wing, Jackson takes the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Jackson's got 5 now.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And here's McCollum for 3. That one doesn't go. And the Celtics going the other way now. Here's Ball. Out to the right wing. Outside Jackson. From past the arc. Again, the miss by Jackson.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Horford. And the layup falls. He has 5.
Well, Al Horford just goes about his business, and that's an easy opportunity right there.
At the elbow, it's Jackson. Jackson is doubled. And stolen by Richardson.
Only one player gets credit for the steal, but really both defenders made it happen on that one.
And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Now here's Ball.
Watch the screen.
Pass to Hero. And the 3 off target.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Well, this is an example of the court awareness we talk about with Al Horford. This guy's a very willing passer.
Who's watching here?
Outside Tatum. Here's Hero. Hits the 3-point bomb. Doris, you've said this often. It is incredibly difficult to compare guys of different positions in different eras, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many discussions about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all potential time. And there are certain names that are always going to pop to the top of the list, LeBron James. But it's very difficult to me, say, to compare a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest to ever man the center position, had the impossible-to-check sky hook. But how do you compare him with LeBron James, who, though he is, and I don't know what position he is, he may be the greatest passer in the history of the league. Like, let's enjoy individual greatness without comparison.
Now, here's Thompson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Back to Richardson. 5 to shoot. The 3-pointer off the mark. Celtics leading by 7. Stolen by McCollum. To the paint. Here's Smith. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Now here's Tatum. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Moves on moves. Greg, that's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. 9-point game. Over to the left wing. Beverly for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And like seeing Beverly get involved there. Sweet shooting from the speedy guard. Ouch. 3 fouls for him already. And now if you're the coach, you got to think about sitting him down.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game. He's perfect from the line this time.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Pass to McCollum. Here's Henry. Off target from 3-point range. Celtics leading by 8. Here's Hero. Defended by Beverly. Hero no good.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Now here's Chandler. He elites and misses.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Slammed home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Pass to Hero. Sinks the three-pointer. Hero's got 8 points.
How about the laser focus on that jump shot? Pays no attention to the nearest defender.
Here's McCollum. Rebound, Boston. And here is Ball. He has 6. Pass to Jackson. Outside Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Boston needs to get off a shot.
Who's watching him?
Adebayo down low. Outside Jackson. Adebayo with the ball. Really left alone that time. And the Celtics lead by 11.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And the rejection by Jackson. And it's Bjelica with the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Doris, this game always evolving. Fascinating to see the players who drive that change with their unique talents find a way to do things different.
Well, probably 2 guys currently that have revolutionized the way the game is played. Stephen Curry, with the incredible range he has on his three-point shooting. You've got to guard him as soon as he crosses the half-court line. And honestly, if the goal would be good from the other side of the half-court, he'd probably push it to out there. And James Harden, so prolific at drawing fouls. It might be maddening to the fans of opposing teams, but James Harden has led the NBA or been at the top of the free throw attempts list for years now.
Great example. Now here is Smith.
Williams.
And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Hey, hands up!
Left side, Williams. Left side, Williams. And Williams slams it in.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
And Greg, you know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Now here's Beverly. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Trailblazers have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
And here's Boston. They're on a 20-7 run. Now Monk. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Little. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Celtics lead by 19. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Celtics out in front, up 90. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
To the middle, and finished off by Williams.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Trailblazers trailed by 21. Richardson outside. Back to Beverly. Portland moving the ball around. Pulls it up. Richardson, no luck.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Smith outside. Passed a little. Fires from deep. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
When Dennis Smith makes the three, it's going to draw the defense out and open driving lanes. Nice shot there.
Thompson for three. But they recover it. Back to Chandler. Williams with the steal. Monk, no one around him. Off target from outside. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Horford. Thompson right side. It's stolen by Monk. On the wing, Williams. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Beverly feeling it out a bit. It's stolen by Monk. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. All sorts of time. Count it.
And Monk's just got a good feel for kind of how to exploit the defense, especially about how quickly he gets his shot off after getting the pass.
Thompson up top. And it's Chandler top of the key. Here's Horford. Rebound by Williams.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Smith right side. Shot clock at 5. There's the three. The Celtics keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And Portland with the ball. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Over in the corner, Beverly. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Boy, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A 4th would be inexcusable.
Tipped away. Stolen by McCollum. From deep, Richardson. Rebound by Williams. Boston dictating the flow. Pass to Monk. Back to Smith. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Nobody near Williams. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Here's CJ.
Lets it go from deep. It's stolen by Monk. Williams with the ball. Now Smith defending. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Clock at 6. Outside Jackson. Here's Adebayo. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. McCollum with the ball.
Hey, yo, right here. I got your help.
Pass to Horford. The fadeaway.
Grab that.
Ball with the rebound.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it. And I'll tell you, for all the intangibles that Al Horford brings to the table every night, the leadership, there is such a humble, authentic, unselfish nature that I think sets the tone for the whole team.
That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. That's 7 points for Al Horford.
Let's remember, this is a staple of Al Horford's game. If you give him room to shoot, he will torch you.
Outside Tatum. Back to ball. Shot clock at 6. And the veteran leader, Al Horford, a calm, quiet locker room presence, Doris, but his words carry a lot of weight.
No doubt, Kevin. Why? Because he's always team first, because he plays the game the right way, and this helps create a culture of winning. It's why Al Horford is so coveted.
Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst. Breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you chose?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder.
Thanks, Kev.
Here's Ball. 6 points for him. On the wing, Jackson. Over Smith. Jackson misses.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
In the corner, it's Richardson. Over Tatum. That's tipped.
Well, really improving as a defender. Jason Tatum has those long arms to redirect shots.
The Celtics have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he makes both free throws. Doris, when you look at the success of international players, and the league has a litany of very good international players, Doncic being the latest success story, is the perception changing about these kids when they come from overseas and play in the NBA?
Well, one of the greatest, and then to me, the greatest international player of all time, Dirk Nowitzki, a Hall of Fame player, probably changed the perception to start with. Now, listen, over the years, Luka is going to have perhaps a Hall of Fame career if he stays healthy. The reality is this. The NBA is looking for the best players to man those 15 roster spots of the 30 NBA teams. It doesn't matter where you're from, what the color of your skin is. If you can play the game of basketball and play it at the highest level, the NBA wants you to be a part of their league.
The Celtics working the ball around now.
Hey, who got him?
Here's Hero. 11 points in the game. No good. His 5th missed shot from the field. He's made 3.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge. I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Pass to Tatum. Here's Hero. Back to Tatum. Fades back. That shot off the mark. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Thompson for three. They grab their own miss. And then Smith with the dunk.
That is a product of purest effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Pass to Tatum. Banked in off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 20.
This guy is skilled at getting the shot he wants inside. Jason Tatum with the size and touch to be efficient.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. It's Adebayo with the rebound. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Here's Tatum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Richardson.
Well, Jason Tatum forces that defender with the up fake to get off his feet, and he does a tremendous job drawing contact.
Pass to Beverly. Down low. Stolen by Jackson. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. Back to Jackson. Stolen by Beverly. Here's O'Neal. The rebound by the Celtics. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. Right side, Jackson. Over Bielitsa. Jackson misses. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. Pass to Bielitsa. Now Beverly. Over to the wing. Back to Bielitsa. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Beverly, guarded by Jackson. And it's Beverly missing. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Now here's Ball. Defended by Beverly. Pass to Hero. Tries it from 19. But they get it back. Happy to see that one go in. He's shooting 4 for 10 with that basket. 1:19 left to play in the first half. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Ball with it.
Pick up right.
Pass to Hero. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Heroes got 15. Here's Henry. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Outside Tatum. Now here's Adebayo. Over Chandler. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Fader on the way. And the shot is good. Bielitsa's got his first points of the game.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Boston.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's Ball in the corner. Here's Hero. Knocks it loose. Here's Henry. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Boston Celtics ahead by 26 points as we get ready. the second half upon us. We'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And Boston has possession. Outside Tatum. It's hauled in by Richardson.
Come on, get on Thompson.
Thompson looking for an opening. That three off the mark.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those. And you look at the development of how Klay has attacked the rim over his career. What was once a weak spot for him has now become a strength as his finishing improves every year.
A three from McCollum. That one misses. And it's Boston the other way. Outside Tatum. Fades and shoots. That one falls. Tatum's got the first bucket of the third here for the Celtics. You know what, Greg, you're right thinking back to Thompson. He had his early struggles at the rim.
And that's a distant memory for Klay now. I mean, he's dunking more often and with more force when he goes at the rim. It has made him an even more complete shooting guard.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Pass to Tatum. Back to Ball. And stolen by Horford. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Thompson with it. He's covered by Ball. Looking to get back on track here. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Doris, for as great as Klay Thompson is with his shooting and his scoring, you have to acknowledge his terrific defense as well.
Kevin, he is elite on the defensive end of the floor. For Klay Thompson, he's tall enough, he's long enough, he's got exceptional feet, exceptional length, incredible discipline, stick-to-itiveness. Any defensive quality you could hope for, Klay Thompson has it.
4 on the clock. Back to Jackson. No good with the triple.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point. Boy, as slow a start as you could have, just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Stolen by McCollum. Thompson from long range. Good on the triple. Thompson's got 4 this quarter.
You see, you've got to stay tight and contest Klay Thompson as much as humanly possible. You give him an inch and forget about it.
Back to Ball. And he banks in the layup. Ball's got 8 points. Here's McCollum.
Who's got CJ?
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Richardson gets a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta. Richardson's got his second bucket.
Boy, they have been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Back to Ball.
I got yours.
5 on the clock. To the right side. Hangs in the air. And he sinks the layup. He's got 10.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
A different look now for Portland. And so Beverly will bring it up for Portland. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
Hit me, I'm open.
Pass to Crawford. And Boston with the rebound. And the foul called on Jamal Crawford. That is his first foul of the game. Now, here's Ball. 10 points for him. Here's Hero. Defended by Beverly. Pass the ball. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. A challenging stretch here for Portland.
Hey, DFO Crawford! You got it!
Crawford outside. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Ball. Finished off the break. Ball's got 12 points in the game.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Fires for 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Pass to Hero. Now Ball. Here's Hero. Launches it. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 18.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And throughout his career, Beverly has remained a pest, an aggressive defender that no one likes having him guard.
And Boston has possession. And here is Ball. He's got 12. Outside Jackson. Three-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. 8 points for Jaren Jackson.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crawford. Here are the Celtics with the ball. Ball feeling it out a bit. Celtics passing it around. Pass to Tatum. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
We know that Jason Tatum is a gamer. This guy willing to take punishment on his way to the cup.
The Celtics have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. And you look at Jason Tatum able to play either forward position. Doris, do you think his future is at the 3 or at the 4?
I think he is interchangeable at either position because his scoring can be devastating. For Jason Tatum, it's really a matter of making sure he continues to gain strength, continue to be a force and factor on the defensive end, and probably enhance his footwork around the rim a little bit.
Pass to Adebayo. No good from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And here's Beverly. Henry with it. To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. 3-on-3. Tatum wide open. He fires one. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Tatum's got 14.
Pre-shot preparation and catch and shoot is important. Jason Tatum on point.
Here's Here's Beverly. Shoots over ball. And it's Beverly missing. And here's Boston. Pass to Hero. Lets the three fly. He can't get that one. Now Henry. Left side Davis. Now Beverly. He has 5. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Beverly's got 4 this quarter.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Pass to Jackson. Ball with it. Outside for Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. He had a nice open look right there. He's got 10.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
And here they go. And Adebayo throws it down.
Assist from
And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 15 rebounds.
And just willing to take chances defensively pays off in a transition basket.
Timeout.
That is quick defense to offense. These guys such terrific athletes. You can't let your guard down.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Knocked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
Inside. And the dunk by Bielitsa.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Smith outside. To the middle. Ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Bielitsa. Here's O'Neal. Buries it from three-point range. O'Neal's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Little with the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Smith drives in. And Smith with the stuff.
Well, you talk about a vicious dunker, somebody that's got poster-worthy opportunities. You're talking about Dennis Smith Jr.
A 3 from McCollum. Rebound by Williams.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Passed a little. At the top of the key, Monk. Little with the ball. Left side, Williams. Over Chandler. And Chandler sends it back.
One of the great rim protectors really over the last decade or so. Chandler just twice on the pipes on that one. Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look right at the cup. Nicely done.
Passed a little. Nice ball movement by Boston. Back to Smith. From about 19 feet. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Tyson!
Here's O'Neal. It's tipped. Back to Smith. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. Substitution for the Blazers.
Right side, Williams. On the money from 12 feet away. Williams has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. O'Neal high post. 5 to shoot. Here's Horford. Nice open look, but it's no good. And so it's Boston with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up.
9 times out of 10, he gon'.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive.
Everybody starts as a kid.
Here's Beverly. Doris, all right, this is going to come out of the blue here, but if you had to choose between raising the height of the basket or widening the floor or even widening the lane, which would it be?
I have very strong feelings on this, Kevin, and for me it would be widening the floor. And the reason I say that is it feels to me in the last couple of years there are more sideline violations where teams are turning it over because they're trying to get to that corner three, one of the most advantageous, best shots in today's game. But because that three-point line is so close to the sideline out of bounds, we're seeing too many violations. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I would absolutely widen the floor.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Just 5 on the clock. Outside Williams. And the three ball is good. Williams has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Celtics. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Chandler. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Kevin, it is so tough trying to keep Tyson Chandler from scoring. Even when you hit him, that upper body strength allows him to go right through it.
Of course, it seems like Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, is one of the most well-liked commissioners in all of sports, worldwide. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think he was amongst the most important members of the staff of his predecessor, David Stern, who obviously oversaw the greatest growth in NBA history. The NBA became a global game. But Adam Silver didn't skip a beat. He is a great listener, a great communicator, and I've said this about the NBA for a very long time. It is a league that is in constant self-evaluation process. It is always looking for ways to improve the league, whether that means organizationally or with the play between the lines, and that's all you can ask for, Kevin.
That's good from Richardson.
Shooting from Portland, Josh Richardson.
And Richardson drops them both. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Now, here is Smith. Pass to Williams. And he drops it in from the low post.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Thompson in the corner. Over Williams. Thompson with the bucket.
Well, it's the Klay Thompson show tonight. The full extent of his offensive arsenal on display.
Smith inside. Three-pointer on the way. That one, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Pass to Thompson. This one for three. The shot that time, not on target. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Now, here's Monk. Back to Smith. Of course, here's something kind of interesting. There's been a lot of talk about moving the draft to after free agency. What would that look like?
Well, I think talent is always going to be at a premium. So I would think if there's a guy that's the absolute definitive number one pick, he's going number one regardless of roster construction. But the reality is it might help those teams who maybe if they know who's on the roster, it might change the kind of draft selection they would make. So it's an interesting supposition. We'll see if the NBA moves in that direction.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his 5th foul. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Double team on Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Nice D from Chandler. Pass to Simons. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Simons has got his first 2 points.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
And here's Smith. Monk with the ball. And it's Richardson picking him up. Smith feeling it out a bit. They need this one. It's hauled in by Richardson.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
Pass to Simons. Out left to the wing. Over Monk. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
You know, Doris, you and I love history. And we were talking the other day, you and I, about Bill Russell and his 11 championship rings. You think anyone's ever going to break that record?
I think it'll be close to impossible, Kevin, and the reason is, number one, there were so many fewer teams back then for Bill Russell, in no way diminishing the greatness of one of the game changers, both between the lines and outside the lines. Bill Russell will always be an historic figure. But it's very tough to compare eras. There's now 30 teams, nutrition, conditioning, coaching. There's just so much more information in the current era.
Davis in the corner. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Now Monk. Outside Williams. Pass to Smith. Smith drawn the double team. 6 to shoot. Here's Monk. And then Monk with the dunk.
And how committed is Monk there on the attack to the rim? When he puts it on the deck, he's looking to take it all the way.
Crawford looking over the floor. No good on that one. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Smith with it. On its way from Monk for 2. Great look, but off the mark. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Start it.
One of the most voracious rebounders per minute in the NBA. Ed Davis out of North Carolina. Terrific player.
Yeah, he is, Kevin. He put in a ton of time in the weight room. His Portland teammates actually used to tease him and call him Shirt Off Ed. He has bulked up and likes to throw his weight around inside now.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
On the wing, Thompson. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Got a piece of it. Outside, Davis. Over Williams. Portland again missing.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Well, some of these players are making more money on endorsement deals than on their NBA contracts. I mean, I just shake my head at that, don't you?
It's an amazing time in which we live because the power of social media and the understanding of today's athlete that their brand is significant and that their brand extends outside of the lines of competition. You see so many men who have overseas opportunities, whether you're talking Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Donovan Mitchell. They understand the power of the face and the talents they bring to the table. Truly, truly remarkable young men.
Remarkable indeed. Thompson outside. Richardson outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Smith outside. Lets it fly. And he hits the jump shot.
Well, just tremendous awareness from Dennis Smith Jr. Recognizing a teammate is open, let me make the game easy for him.
Richardson with it. Now Smith defending. Here's O'Neal. They get it again. Davis surveying the floor. Richardson. Misses and the dry spell continues. Here's Smith. Left side Williams. 5 on the clock. And it's Williams finishing it off.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Thompson for 3. Excellent D there from Williams.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Pass to Monk. From outside the arc. Sinks the triple. Monk's got 5 points now this quarter.
And you gotta love that three-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
Off the left rim and out. And here's Boston. Right now they're on a 9-0 run. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Doris, in basketball, like many sports, you can call some kind of penalty on almost every play. So with that in mind, where do we draw that line?
I would say that most coaches and most players would say as long as there's consistency with officiating, they can adapt to the way the game is being called. As fans, as broadcasters, what we want to see the game remain free-flowing, fluid, pretty, the ability to move and cut and not be impeded in your progress. That's what I want to see.
And we see that most nights.
No doubt.
Celtics on offense. Now here is Smith to the paint. Nice ball movement by Boston. A clear look for Williams. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Williams has got 11 in the second half. Crawford outside. Pass to O'Neal. Fires the 3. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
Really good job to block out there. This is why you want to go put a body on someone when the shot goes up.
And he's good on the second. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Here's Crawford. And that's off the glass and in.
And providing the score, boy, they needed. That stops a 12-0 run by the Celtics.
Pass to Williams. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Smith, guarded by Crawford. They get a hand on it.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Boston.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
In the corner, O'Neal with it. And the wing jumper offline.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Outside Williams. Clock at 6. Over Davis. And Davis pulls it down. 30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Chandler. Floats it up for Davis. Here's Simons. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And so it's Boston easily grabbing the